Hey everybody, let's see who all hops on. We are going to use one of Justin's papers that I got from Carolyn Saavedra. Let's see right here. Let me push you back just a little bit here. Oops, can't go that way. Hold on guys, let's see here. Why won't this come back? Let me fix my camera just a second. I'm probably going to make you guys a little bit sick there. Hey, Martha. Hey, Carol Ann. There we go. I've been cleaning today. Doesn't look like it, but I have been. Let's see who all hops on. Hey, Terry. I'm going to use this piece of rice paper right here that Carol Ann had Justin send me. She knows I love chickens. And let me show you a couple of others here. Carol had one of the patchworks. I'm not for sure which one she picked out, but I know she picked out the chicken and I know she picked out the eagle. I'm going to have to find me another board for this eagle. I just happened to find this one while I was cleaning today. And this is something that Justin sent. Carol, do you remember which one that you... Oh yeah, because it's a rooster. I know you probably can't see that right there, but that's got pretty little birds on it. And then this patriotic one right here I love. If I can pull his papers apart, those right there, those are cute. That'd make a background for a photo frame easy. Some checks. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I know I'm going to use probably this one in the girls' room, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But I was thinking about something in the girls' room that I've got here at the house that I'm doing. Or this one. One of those two right there. Those two are pretty. And then I thought about doing one for the boys, but I don't know if they would like hearts or if they would like that. So I may have to find something else for them that's a little boyish looking. But those are all some really pretty papers from the Crafty Brothers. So check out Justin's page. I've seen him in person, and he's got some really pretty rice papers. And these just happen to be the big ones. There we go. Oh, I don't want to get that one wet. Okay. So I found this board today. I don't remember why I bought it, but I bought it from Hobby Lobby probably. Probably Hobby Lobby. And we're going to paint it. And this doesn't fit the board white like it was. The pink one, that's a pretty pink one. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. And I've already kind of taken off my edges here because it had a white core. And I'm probably going to have to take off a little bit more down at the bottom because I don't want to lose the cone of this chicken. I'll probably lose a little bit of the feathers. And hopefully we won't lose too much of the cone. I'm going to be able to get that off up there. So I'm going to take a little more off the bottom before we paint because I want this to be dry. And a lot of times I will use a straight edge when I'm tearing. Like this is going to be a straight edge right here. I'm going to go ahead and get that wet. I actually filled up one of my little water pins. And I want to make sure I get the same amount all the way down. So I'm going to tear off just a little bit more off the bottom. You get a little more right there. Jeff and I are going to be at that funeral. And I won't be on for the next couple of days because we're going to have to be at another funeral. And we're going to have to travel for that one. So I'll try to have some short videos on for you guys. There we go. We're going to leave sometime tomorrow afternoon. Okay, now let's see how it's going to look. I want to have to take some off the edges there. But I want about 1/4 inch all the way around. It's going to be a little bit more on the sides than it is going to be on the top. So up here, I'm going to make a fold. And let's see where that fold's going to lay, because I want a little, I'm going to have like a little border around it. Okay, we're going to be all right there. We're not going to get our chicken. We're not, or our rooster. I keep saying chicken, but it's a rooster. Okay, let me get that on that edge there on that corner. Let me take a little bit more off right here at this angle. I tell you what, we have just been swamped with things we've got to get done this week. Hey, Pauline. He's got some thick rice paper, that's for sure. Let me cut just a little bit more. I'm trying to make sure I keep his little cone up there. Oh, yeah, they're really bright colors. Really bright colors. Let me get some more water on that. There we go. I just didn't have enough water. I'm going to tear a little bit more off, and I'm just kind of using my edge here so I can kind of keep it straight, you know, and not go off really wonky looking. Okay. Whoops. I'm going to have to take off a little bit at the top, but not a whole lot. Just going to get that white core off, because it's going to show just a little bit. Yep, it's going to my kitchen, Carol. I have a full wall of just different kinds of chickens. And the fact that this one is blue is even better. I'm going to use my Dixie Belle Bunker Hill Blue on this one. Let me get just a little bit of that top edge off. My building's a little warm, so my paper's drying real fast. All right, let's see what we got. If I have a little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top, because I really can't take much more off the top. That's okay. We'll still see a little bit. And then I'm going to take off a little bit right here. Pull that over. Take a little bit off right here. This is a big sheet of paper. I thought about putting it on a canvas, but then I found this. Now, does that side look like it's the same? Yeah, it looks the same. It just looks different to me. Okay, we're going to take a little bit more off the bottom. A little bit more off the bottom. Let me get that water going. Okay, let me lay my paper where I want it. Let me come down. Let me use a long end there. That'd be easier. Let's use a long end. There we go. Now we got it. Oh, yep, I can cut that Bessie out. I think she's cute. If you want to go on and order it, I'll get it cut out tonight and I can ship it to you tomorrow. Hey, Lynn. Oh, and it's been beautiful here today too. It's been nice. I actually have my air conditioner in here on. There we go. Making sure I just get all this done before we start painting. That way I've got this right here. It'll dry. There's more off of the sides just because the paper was a little narrow. And I'm going to bend up this corner here. Bend up that corner there. And get it wet. Pull it down. And just use that edge to get me a straight edge there. I know somebody asked today, how did the Alpha Gal work? Some people it doesn't work on. For some reason or another, it doesn't work on them. But for me, it worked. And I am glad that I got it, because Jeff will tell you, I was having a hard time just with chicken and pork. And I felt sorry for him today. I actually started cooking the steak, and I said, I bet we don't have any A1 sauce because we haven't bought steak in 2.5 years. And so while it was cooking, he ran down. We have a Dollar General just a quarter of a mile down the road. They just built it a couple of years ago. And he said, well, I'll run down and get you some because I don't want your first bite of steak not be good. Oh, my goodness, that's hard to open. Or else my hands are weak. All right. Let's take that. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And we're going to start painting the surface here, this Dixie Belle navy blue. You'll probably take 2 coats on it. Maybe not. It might not. But this will be up on my wall, and that wall that it's going to be on is going to be gray, a real light gray. And guys, I may not be crafting some nights. You may just have to be there when I am painting my cabinets, because that is the only way I'm going to have time to get them done. So just be prepared. You might have to be up there when I'm on a ladder, because I really want to get my cabinets done this summer, and that's going to be the only way I'm going to get it done. But I've got to get that TSP out next week, and I'm going to start cleaning them. I'm going to have to number them because I'm going to take my cabinets off, the doors off. And make sure I get them back up in the same order because, you know, even though they make them, they're still different. And I need to look for some hardware because my cabinets don't have hardware on them, but I'm really wanting some hardware on them. I didn't think I would want any, but because I had that on the other house, and I kind of miss it. It's those things you think you didn't want, the things that you miss now. Now I'm going to use, let's see, do I have my, yeah, I've got my vintage photo. We're going to put that around the edges. We're going to do vintage photo around it. No, Lynn, I'm going to put this on. This is the back. We're going to put this on the back. I'm just painting the back right now. I'm going to put white on the front. But, you know, I could paint the rice paper. I could. But that's just too much work for me. I'm just making sure I got the back done and the sides. Then we'll work on the front. But I just wanted to get this blue. Okay, I'm going to tip that up. I even found my turntable here. Oh boy, that's a job. That is a job. I do like the peel and stick wallpaper though. I've been looking at some on Amazon for the girls' room. The reason why I call it the girls' room is because when they spend the night, they want to have a room. Okay, what does Barf and the Shabby Tree do? Because I missed it. I'll have to go back and look. Okay, Bonnie and Chris and LaFern. I hope I said that name right. I'm just getting my sides here. We're going to dry this. Hopefully my dryer is plugged in. Let me tell you what I did today. I was putting together a cabinet back here because I moved some stuff out. And I knocked my phone off. Could not find it. I was pulling stuff apart back here. I went over to my computer across the room, messaged Char on Facebook, and I said, Char, call my phone. I've lost it in the building. And then she started calling it. I'm over here looking, and somehow it got in the bottom of this cabinet and the door shut. And I didn't know. I was pulling the cabinet out. I don't have Siri on my phone, but I'm going to have to put it on there tonight. I've been meaning to do it, and I just haven't done it. Okay, let's dry this just real quick. It is a pretty color, isn't it? It's a pretty blue. And I think it's one coat's going to cover it. Let me just kind of smooth out my brush strokes here just a little bit. I don't know what that was. Something. I think this will look pretty in my kitchen. That's hot. And I like being patriotic in my living room too. So, it's a win for a win. Okay, let's get our sides here. So how did I get blue on the front? I must have dripped. Look at that. Okay, let me put my thing there. Let me get a wipe, get my hands clean. Thank you, Jennifer. Let me get that off. I'm going to put a post on tonight after I get off of here. I really want to see what you guys want to see on my website. I am thinking about some different items to put on there. So if you guys have suggestions, just put in the comments. That way I kind of know. I did just put a new dachshund on there. If you like dachshunds, you're going to like this one. Hey, Linda. Let me get this paint off me. I don't want to get on my paper. Let's see. I brought a sanding block over here. Let me get the sanding block. Let me just kind of sand that blue just a little bit. I'm going to paint over it, but we'll make sure we got it all done. Because we're going to have some I'll tell you what, I sure got it on the edges here. That's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Not going to hurt. Hey, Tina. Hey, Vicky, I put your little piece in your package. It's inside the plastic bag with the flower parts. I was going to tell you that today. I just completely forgot to. All right. I'm going to leave that right there because I might need it. Maybe. And I didn't get any white out. Let's get some white. Okay. I'm going to use a sponge brush. Let me just get in here. Oh, don't fall over. I put a really flimsy card up here and I may be regretting it. I'm probably going to have to move it. Especially when I need to get into my bottom drawer here. Let me get a big old stopper. There we go. There we go. You have dragonflies in your... Make sure I don't get it over my edge there. If I do a little bit, we'll have to touch it up, but that's all right. I'm just making sure when I go away kind of flick my hand up. That way it didn't get on my sides. And that blue's going to show. Oh, it is. I have to agree. I think there was an update, Gil. I think there was an update. This is going to take 2 coats because I've got that, especially around my edges. I don't want to see that blue around the edges because we're going to put some Mod Podge down with some of my ink around the edges. Isn't that crazy? Something else I noticed today, and I can't remember what it was. It was with Facebook. Okay, I'm making sure I'm getting plenty over that blue. Because I don't want to see that blue. The mom, this one right here. Is this the one you're talking about? That is on the website. It's still on the website. Oh, thank you, Gail. I'll tell you what, it was good. It's the first time, it's like Jeff said, it really hit the spot. Really hit the spot. And I'm being very, very careful. I don't want to have a relapse, which could happen. So I'm not really, I got quite a bit there, but I'm not really eating a whole lot at a time. I'm just taking a little bit at a time, and so far, I'm doing really good. Really good. I texted my one son-in-law, the one in Maine, and I sent him a picture of it. Because when we're there, he's very conscientious of what I eat. And I told him, I said, look what I ate. And he goes, did you survive? And I said, oh yeah. Because we're going up there this summer. Hey, Charlotte. Let me move that out of the way. I'm going to dry this really, really good. And I don't think I'm going to need any blue. Thank you, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, your box went out today. Went out today. That box weighed 4 pounds. 4 pounds. I do appreciate it. But I do have that mom kit in stock, so make sure you guys get it ordered. Because Mother's Day will be here before you know it. Yeah, everything's in that box, Cheryl. One big box. Okay. What I'm going to do on the sides, I really need to re-ink this. I'm going to go in about 1 inch. I got that one at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. And it is you have to be careful now because this gets really hot. But it's a Bauer. And I got it at Harbor Freight. Okay, I'm going to take this, and I hope I have enough ink in here. I just kind of want to go around my edges. Oh, yeah, I do. And then I'm going to put some Mod Podge over it to kind of frame out our paper. Now, I may need to go over more on the sides. I think I'm going to need to dry here just a little bit more. because I don't think I'm going to see this very much underneath because it's going to change colors. Let's come out a little bit more on this side because I know my sides are a whole lot more. Okay. Now, let me take a brush. Let me take this brush. We're just going to go around our sides. I'll tell you what, before I even do, no, let's just do this and then we'll dry the whole thing. I'm going to come in, I'm going to spread this around just to kind of give it a border. And then we're going to dry the whole thing because I see a little wet spot right there. And then I'm going to use Mod Podge for this one. I thought about putting a piece of wood bin on it, and then I decided just to do this because I really didn't feel like cutting corners. And I just like how that looks. It almost makes it look like it's got a wood frame. Okay, let's set that right there. Let's dry this really good. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Donna and Heidi. Now, this does take a little bit longer to dry. That glue with that, this was oxide that I used. Sometimes I use the ink and sometimes it's the oxide. Okay, Cheryl. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I better not use that brush. I better not. I'm just going to grab another sponge here. Let's just take our Mod Podge. I really don't want to hit my ink there, so I'm going to be real careful. But I know that's going to come up right about there. And I'm going to dry it, and I'm going to iron it on. Did I turn on the iron? Okay, we got our iron on. And be real careful not to get into that ink. I just figured out this technique by accident one day with the Mod Podge and the inks or the oxides. I'm just coming right down to that little line. Now don't laugh at my parchment paper. I thought I had a big box, but it ended up being plastic. Let's go ahead and dry this Mod Podge. I don't know if he has any digital, but I know he has a lot of prints. He might have some digital. I got something hard right in the middle there, like a piece of hard glue. Hold on. You got one of those little ladybug things here coming at me. Now let's see if we got it covered up really good. Do we need to come out any more with our ink? And I think we're pretty good. Now we are going to go over our edges here, so that'll help if we have any spots. But I think it's going to come out okay. Let me kind of straighten them up just a little bit. Okay. I've just got these little itty bitty ones. Wait a minute. I found my sheet. I knew I had some here. It's a little bigger sheet. It's a little bigger. Now this one I've probably had forever. Now the nice thing about it is we already have that edge of glue, and that'll kind of reactivate that too, so the papers on the edges will seal down. Hey, Jackie. And I will take a spray matte sealer tomorrow and give this a good spray. But Justin uses some really good paper. Let me set that over there. And all my paper is down because that glue on the outside helped it. Let's close that up real quick so I don't spill it. But I'll use a really good spray sealer on this. Let me grab this. Let's see, I put a brush over here today. Let's just use this. Oh, nope. That's not very soft. I know I've got a bunch of those little brushes, and when I need it, I can't find it. Let's just do this. I really need to re-ink this. I got just enough to darken my edges. Now see right here, we see a little bit of that white paint, but I'm going to just ink over it really good. And we'll never know. Gosh, I love this. Thank you, Carol. Now tomorrow afternoon, I'll have another kit at 2:30. And I think it's probably one of my most popular kits. Hey, Karen. Karen, I've kind of been hit and miss here lately. It's been busy, and Jeff and I had COVID, and it's just been kind of hard getting back into everything. Lynn, your kit went out too. Now I'm just going to kind of go around my edges on top of my paper and just kind of darken it just a little bit. I always like giving my corners a little bit darker. I think that turned out pretty cute. Let me get just a little bit more up there. I see a little bit of white up there. Okay, I think we're done, guys. What do you think? Now, doesn't that look like we just have a wood frame around him? I think he turned out cute. Thank you, B. I tell you what, I really love this paper. He does have some really pretty papers. He's got a really pretty owl, a couple owls. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, it took a while. This one just kind of really zapped us. But anyway, guys, we use this Bunker Hill Blue from Dixie Belle. Top it with resin. I could probably do that. I'll have to get my clear out. That's why I can't ever open this up, because I screw it back wrong. There we go. There we go. Anyway, guys, thank you, Lynn. I think it turned out really, really cute. And it does look like it's got a frame around it. Looks like it's got a frame. You know what, Lynn? Carolyn, I think I might get that glass and put over it. What do you think? That glass? I think it'd be pretty over it. I need to order some of it. Now, don't forget, guys, I have been taking names of those who's watching the videos, and I'll do a giveaway on the 1st, which is coming soon. Before you know it, it's going to be May 1st, April 1st, and then May 1st, and then school's out. I was just telling Char today, I can't believe my Emma Grace is going to be in middle school this year. Come August, she'll be a middle schooler. Thank you. But anyway, if you're going to order Bessie the Cow or that mom sign, if you'll do it tonight, I can get it shipped to you tomorrow. Thank you, Wanda. I think it turned out cute. I think it's going to be cute in my kitchen. Cute in the kitchen. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I see a couple of those little bugs on my light, and they bite. They bite hard. Really hard. Oh, yeah, April 24th is when I retired. I was so excited to be retired. But I think I work harder now for myself than I ever did working. Hey, Bonnie. Anyway, guys, here's one more look at it, and then I'm going to go put my laser on and start cutting out some orders. Anyway, guys, have a great evening, and I will see you guys all later.